Well. Gratitude. I tell you what, man. It is a beautiful day. My emotions this morning, absolutely amazing. I actually experienced a sense of imperfection. That imperfection was so unique that I felt it. I was able to look at my own insecurity this morning. It is funny that we all have it, but one of the things that we do, let me cross over here. I'm actually just watching the road as I cross over here. So when I'm doing this part right here, it's all about that running, walking. So those emotions that I went through this morning was based on me thinking that I'm lacked. Yes, I thought about it this morning. I was authentically jealous. It's really funny because we all grew up on this sense of, it's pretty much all of us, our lives are planned for us without realizing. So I just happened to be lucky. I took away all the plans and I began to have my own plan, even though it started what I almost call pretty late. As I was pondering through my social media this morning, I saw one of my brothers in his house chilling like a lemon, I'll call it. And he had this beautiful house. And I was actually just in the beginning of my yoga session and stretching my body. And as I begin to look at that, I begin to look around my surrounding and began to compare. I had that feeling of enraged, that feeling of why don't I have these things, that feeling of, I won't say jealousy, but that feeling of questioning why is my journey the way it is. I sat with that feeling. Yes, I sat with it. And hold on. Being able to sit with that feeling and begin to do my yoga section and stretch my body was very unique also. And I think the fact that this brother of mine will not speak to me no more, associate with me, that even kind of just got it to it turned into inspiration and why. So I began to sit with that emotion and practice my yoga and stretching my body. And in it all, I began to realize the amount of wealth that I have myself. I wanted to know why I was feeling that way. Why was I thinking in that type of manner? Was I taught that behavior? What made me think that way? Yes. What made me think that way? How is it possible? What is it about these material things that really make us lose our edge? This material things that we cannot take to the grave. So it was really interesting being able to deal with those things. And what I really actually got out of it is the fact that I can deal with that emotion and not try to escape from it. The fact that I can deal with that emotion and not escape it was like wealth of abundance. Because normally, I don't want to use anyone's example, but I know a lot of people who do not want to deal with that kind of feelings. Because those feelings really tangles with our insecurity. And being able to let that feeling tangle with my own insecurity was just really, truly amazing. Because over the years, I have practiced self-love, and everything that society tell me I'm lacked, I deal with the emotion. And I begin to realize everybody isn't going to like you. But because of that sense of greed and sense of beauty and beast that I have in me as a human being, because I am the light and I am the dark. Whether I want to realize it or not. So looking at all those things today, I was able to be grateful, because even though I wanted those material things so bad, I know if everything has gone according to society's plan, I wouldn't have been able to take time out to know who I am. Getting up to practice yoga in the middle of the night, I cannot comprehend what it does to me. Yes, gratitude, I cannot comprehend what it does to me. And what I love so much is the ability to take rejection. Rejection has caused a lot of damage to the human emotion. These days, is this is so moving? It is. These days, rejection to me is a sense of love. To be able to take that, and it taught me so much about my own truth. And today, looking at my brother, looking at my brother's house, and feeling that what the biscuit was one of the greatest emotions. Absolutely love it. Those kind of feelings is a shy. It is why most guys cannot talk to a woman. And those things are put upon us for a reason. Oh, I'm at the traffic light, let me slow down. They are put upon us for a reason. And even though both parties don't know that they do it, is the reason why we choose material things over love. It is almost like at this present moment, material things outweighs love. We could try to pretend that he doesn't, but he outweighs love because that's what we've been taught. The one thing that I've learned over the years, look at me walking in this one now, is how to stop letting material things outweigh love. I have lost so many people because of material things, and it made me got really stubborn. I wanted to know who I am. Every single person that I grew up with just stopped talking to me, and I wasn't feeling all that. Every single person that I grew up with stopped talking to me, and that just does something to my emotion. And I'm standing there at the traffic light. Let me consider this one. And that just does something to my emotions right there. It really did. Hold on. Every spot, yes, it really did something to my emotions. It made me realize that I was raised that same way. And losing your material identity gets you closer to your higher self, God, or whatever you want to call it. Especially when you lose these material entities and you begin to ponder. Yes, I can hear that bird singing, and wonder how. It is just an amazing feeling just to understand that consciousness has a lot to do with self. It's got nothing to do with material things. I used to think material things would make me happy. I was born into it, in the material things. But as time progresses, it just didn't do it for me no more. And to see all my friends that I grew up with, that I used to be so close to, not speak to me just because I choose this kind of lifestyle, it made me wanted to use it to encourage others. Your journey is different. This morning I was authentically jealous, comparing myself, but I was able to sit with that emotion. Yes, it was a good, beautiful emotion to sit with. One love, one love.